In 2026, something wild is happening. Apple is finally opening up the iPhone, at least a little. This is a move that many thought would never come, and it's sending shockwaves through the tech world. For years, Apple's walled garden has been both its superpower and its biggest annoyance. It's what made the iPhone feel so polished, but also what made it feel so closed off. The walls kept things seamless and secure, but made life tough for anyone trying to interact with Android. If you weren't fully in the Apple ecosystem, you always felt a bit left out. Now, Apple is reportedly planning a major shift, lowering those walls just enough to let some fresh air in, and maybe even a few new friends. This isn't about turning iOS into Android, but about making iPhones play nicer with the outside world. It's about bridging the gap, not erasing it. Think about the pain points, green bubbles in iMessage, those awkward moments when your texts just don't look right. Blurry videos sent to Android, making memories look worse just because your friend uses a different phone, and accessories that just won't work, leaving you frustrated when you try to connect something new. Apple wants to fix these friction points, smoothing out the rough edges that have annoyed users for years. The goal: make the iPhone more welcoming for people who live in a multi-platform world, which, let's face it, is most of us. Your friends have pixels, galaxies, and everything in between. Your family group chat is a mix of blue and green bubbles, and it's always a little awkward when someone gets left out of the fun features. And your work laptop runs Windows, not a Mac. So you're constantly juggling between different systems. Apple is finally acknowledging that the world isn't a single ecosystem. People want choice, and they want their devices to work together, no matter the brand. Sure, regulators are pushing for more openness, but this feels like Apple getting ahead of the curve, making changes before they're forced to. For years, the magic of Apple was how everything just worked. If you stayed inside the garden, the experience was smooth, but only if you played by Apple's rules. But that magic came at the cost of flexibility. You had to give up some freedom for that seamless experience. If you wanted to use something non-Apple, you were on your own. Compatibility was always a gamble. Now Apple's betting it can keep the magic while removing the penalty for stepping outside. It's a bold move and one that could reshape how we think about our devices. It's a delicate balance. Open up just enough to make life easier, but not so much that Apple loses what makes it special. Security and privacy are still top priorities. If they pull it off, it could change the smartphone game all over again. Competitors will have to rethink their own strategies. But if they get it wrong, they risk diluting the very thing that made Apple, well, Apple. The brand's identity is on the line. This is a fundamental change in philosophy. It's not just a tweak, it's a reimagining of what Apple stands for. Apple is redefining what the iPhone can be for the next decade, setting the stage for a new era of innovation and collaboration. The lock-in was always the point. Buy an iPhone, then an Apple Watch, then AirPods, then a MacBook. The ecosystem was designed to keep you coming back. Now the point is flexibility without losing the magic. Apple wants to be your first choice, not your only choice. Apple's new strategy: keep the seamless experience, but let you interact with the outside world. It's about connection, not just control. The smartphone landscape may never be the same. This could spark a wave of innovation across the industry. Let's see how Apple's gamble plays out. The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. Why is Apple making these moves right now? What's driving this shift in strategy at this particular moment? The answer is simple. The smartphone market has hit a wall and growth has slowed dramatically. Most people who want a smartphone already have one, and the yearly upgrades just aren't as thrilling or game-changing as they used to be. Now the real opportunity for growth comes from convincing people to switch platforms, not just upgrade. For Apple, that means making it as easy as possible for Android users to jump ship and join the iPhone ecosystem. Historically, switching from Android to iOS has been a hassle. Apps, data, accessories, even your group chats can be a pain to transfer or set up. By lowering these barriers, Apple transforms switching from a daunting leap into a simple, manageable step for millions of users. There's also mounting pressure from regulators, especially in Europe, who are demanding more interoperability and openness between platforms. Apple's move actually goes beyond what's required by law, allowing them to control the narrative, set the pace, and shape how these changes are perceived. This isn't just about today's iPhone, it's about future future-proofing Apple's ecosystem for a world where the smartphone is just one of many digital hubs. With AR, AI, and ambient computing on the horizon, seamless communication between devices will be more important than ever. In this new landscape, a closed system could quickly become a liability, holding Apple back instead of pushing it forward. By opening up now, Apple ensures the iPhone remains at the heart of our connected lives, no matter how technology evolves. It's a smart, forward-thinking play to stay relevant and influential as the tech world changes. In short, Apple is laying the groundwork for whatever comes next, making sure it's ready for the future. So, what does opening up actually mean for Apple? This isn't a free-for-all or a sudden surrender of everything that makes Apple unique. Apple's still keeping its core locked down, protecting the heart of its ecosystem with the same intensity as ever. The iOS kernel, security, and user experience, still tightly controlled, ensuring that privacy and reliability remain non-negotiable pillars. But on top, messaging, file transfers, accessories. Apple's adding new bridges, opening up new ways for users to connect and share. Think of it as secure visitor entrances to the garden, carefully designed to let in what's needed, while keeping the rest protected. Apple decides who comes in and how, setting the rules for every new connection. The focus is on interoperability where it matters most, without sacrificing security or brand identity, so users get the best of both worlds. Open standards like RCS for messaging are just the start, paving the way for more universal communication. Imagine AirDrop-like file sharing with Android, or smart home devices connecting seamlessly, no matter the brand. These are now real possibilities. Apple isn't inventing new bridges. They're finally using the same blueprints as everyone else, building connections that work for all. Regulators and users see openness. Apple keeps control, balancing outside pressure with its own standards. The App Store remains the main gatekeeper, still the central hub for apps and services. Users get more freedom to connect, customize, and explore, but Apple still curates the experience to keep things smooth and safe. It's a calculated move, more flexibility for users, no chaos for Apple, and a future where everyone wins. The balance between openness and control is Apple's new magic trick, one that keeps the brand strong while letting the world in. What does this mean for you? Communication just got easier. The green-blue bubble drama could finally end. High-res photos, group chats, and videos just work, no matter the phone. File sharing between iPhone and Android, seamless. Accessories from other brands, more likely to work with your iPhone. Smart home gadgets. If it works with Matter, it works with Apple. Developers can build apps that bridge iOS and Android, making your digital life smoother. You get more choice, less hassle. Apple's openness means you can pick the best tech for you, not just what fits the garden. There's a bigger reason for Apple's shift: artificial intelligence. In the age of AI, the operating system matters less. The real platform is the AI assistant running on top. If your AI can manage your life across devices, you don't care what OS you're using. A closed ecosystem limits AI's usefulness. By opening up, Apple ensures its AI can connect everywhere, not just inside Apple's world. If Apple stays closed, third-party AIs could take over, turning iOS into just another host. Apple wants the iPhone to be the best, most secure hardware for your personal AI. The platform war is shifting, from OS to intelligence, and Apple is ready for the next fight. This isn't just about tech, it's about winning globally, reaching people everywhere, no matter where they live. In North America, iPhones rule, but worldwide, Android dominates the market and shapes the mobile experience. In places like India and Brazil, using an iPhone can mean digital isolation from friends and local communities. By making iPhones more compatible, Apple lowers the social and practical cost of switching devices. This appeals to young, price-sensitive users in mixed-device environments, where choice really matters. Apple's services, like music and TV, work everywhere, but the iPhone becomes the best way to experience them fully. This new openness is a Trojan horse, quietly pulling more users into Apple's world and ecosystem. It's a long-term play to expand Apple's influence and user base across the globe. Will this make iPhones less secure? Apple says no. The core OS and App Store stay locked down. Openness comes through secure, sandboxed bridges, like passing a letter through a slot, not letting someone in your house. Privacy features like on-device processing and app tracking transparency remain. Apple's message: connect to everything, but trust us to keep your data safe. This is a huge selling point for privacy-conscious users. Apple offers the best of both worlds: open connectivity, closed security. For many, that's the final push to join the Apple ecosystem. While Apple's shift is big news, tech keeps moving. InMotion's P6 electric unicycle is redefining personal mobility: fast, powerful, and built for enthusiasts. In China, a new factory is mass-producing humanoid robots, signaling a leap from prototypes to real-world deployment. Generative Bionics Gene 01 robot features full-body tactile skin, making robots safer and more aware. The Soros Rover cleaning robot can climb stairs, tackling complex spaces in offices and hotels. Robotics are solving real-world problems faster than ever. The future is arriving. What innovation excites you most? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned for more updates.